Hey YouTube, today we're going to be replacing the factory rear shock on my Bluvall electric bike with this fully adjustable air shock. This air shock's pressure can be dialed in for the rider's weight and riding conditions. A link to the shock is above and also below in the description. I'll go step by step on the install, but before we get started, please like and subscribe and let's get after it. Here's everything that I need for the install. These are the tools that I need. You can use two 5mm hex wrenches or one 5mm hex wrench and a 5mm hex bit for the installation and removal. And then over here is the shock. It comes with these bushings to give it the proper offset. And you'll also need this shock pump. Moving on up here to the shock, we're going to start the removal process now. Using the two 5mm hex bits, we're going to loosen the bolt, one on each side. Using the hex bit, what you want to do is use it to push out the shoulder screw. And this may help to have a friend because you'll see the shock starts to collapse. This is what the shoulder screw looks like. There we have it. We have the factory shock removed. The new shock. So if we compare the factory shock to this air shock, you can see the difference already. The factory one doesn't have any adjustability, where this allows you to adjust the preload and the sag of the shock. And then you have this cylinder here, which is probably just fake. It might have some fluid in it. Now that might be able to prevent it from bottoming out, but this one's great because you can adjust the air pressure here at the bottom and then adjust how you want to dial it in and prevent that shock from bottoming out and allow you to adjust the compression based on rider's weight and riding conditions. Before we install the shock into the bike, what we want to do is put these spacers in here, and they simply slide in like that on each side. They may need to be pressed in a little bit. Put them in each side. You could use a little mallet. Put it on the edge here like this. Very easily. There we have it. There we go. There, now you can see these spacers are installed on both ends. This one needs a little more force. There, now it's seated. All right, we can install this in the bike. To do the install, you want to have these two shoulder screws, and what we want to do is lift up the bike, rear suspension, and then slide this into place. Then taking these shoulder bolts, so align the holes with the clevis and the holes in the shock. Slide that in. I got the top one in. Take the shoulder bolt, align the holes in the clevis with the holes in the shock. There we have it. And now take the screws and secure this shock. Tighten that down. You may need to use the hex key on the opposite side. We got the shock installed. It may be beneficial to flip it over so the cylinder's down here so it's easier to adjust the knob. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and check the air pressure using the shock pump. I'm going to loosen the screw here cap on the bottom. Go ahead and install the shock pump like this. All right, it's set to 130 PSI. I'm going to leave it like that, and then I'll adjust it if it starts bottoming out, adding pressure to this. And I can adjust the shock in several different fashions. I have this preload nut here. I also have this little dial on the bottom that allows me to dial in the rebound capabilities. And then there's the compression up here. So I'm really going to have to look at how this all works together. But let's go ahead and test this. You could see I'm testing it. It definitely feels a lot more dampened compared to the stock one, which was really firm. So I'm already liking how this feels compared to the stock shock. I'm going to go ahead and take this bike for a ride and see how this rear air shock does and adjust the settings accordingly. If you want to upgrade the front fork to a full air fork, see the video above for how to install that. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.